How you doing this fine Monday morning?
Still trying to wake up, but you know how it goes with me.
Oh, I know. And
But
me,
doing
I get
good.
up super early. But I
Mm,
go to bed super early.
yes. So, the title for today, Ethereum to the moon. Simple enough. Let's talk about it. What are you
Yeah.
thinking?
Well, what I'm thinking is, I'll share my screen real quick. This is what I was thinking this morning.
Share it, show it, love it,
All right, let
pump
me
it.
share it here more.
Pump it up.
Oh, they changed Zoom. Shared is not turned on. Send a request.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. You see? There we go.
See what happens? It's
Is
Monday
that
morning,
is that
folks.
yeah. Yeah, Monday morning, but Sunday dump or Sunday, yeah, Sunday dumps, Monday pumps.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
There is that.
All right, so here, oh, that's not what I was looking at. Here we go. I found this morning about Ethereum. Ethereum is like Amazon in the 1990s. That definitely caught my eye.
Wow.
And this was by 21 Shares, who is one of the, Bitcoin ETF, and I think they have a Ethereum ETF as well. And they're saying it's like, but could be even bigger, because of Amazon in the early 90s before it became a $2 trillion tech giant. Now they're
Yeah.
saying like that Ethereum could do the same thing. So that would be that would be awesome. Like they don't even so many people right now don't really realize how involved and how much Ethereum can do in the DeFi sector, the financial sector. Um, they're doing so many different things. They are, of course, number two on the market cap with almost $300 billion market cap. They're gonna be huge. They really are. I think they're just starting to scratch the surface. So does 21 Shares, who they're definitely well known in the industry as well.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about Ethereum, and I really haven't been watching Ethereum. I'm really paying attention. I have some. I hold some Ethereum, but I really haven't built in position or anything. And on that note, we are not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
just our views and opinions,
Yeah.
right?
No, but it's true though. I think that Ethereum actually has more of a chance if you actually want to multi-x your cryptos. Um, I really think that Ethereum has more of a chance of multi-xing than Bitcoin, personally. Or at least I think that
Oh yes,
you can actually make a lot more with Ethereum than Bitcoin.
definitely. And it's so embedded in the financial sector. Let me see where I was reading something along those lines. Another thing is, while Ethereum is $320 billion market cap when they were writing this article, it's only 6.5% of Amazon's 2 trillion, right? So it has huge growth potential. And look, by the end of the 1990s, Amazon had employed around 7,600 people. In contrast, this is blew my mind. Ethereum network today features over 200,000 active developers, including software engineers, researchers, and protocol designers. That's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
that's that's wild.
It is, And so they're like, while Ethereum's been challenged by Solana and other layer one competitors, it still dominates the world of decentralized exchanges, borrowing and lending, stablecoin, and real world assets. So, oh my, sorry about the noise, folks. My cat just fell off the counter. It was kind of funny. So it's the potential is huge. So I was like, all right, so what is someone going to say like their price protection is over like the next 10, 20 years or whatever? So I found this, hold on, let me see this right here. They give a price prediction all the way out to 2050. So they're even saying like by the max price in 2025 coming up, it's going to be like 7,200 from its call it 2,400 right now. That's a 3x. And then look at it. It just continually goes up every year, according to this. So look at 2029, which, theoretically would be the next bull cycle in crypto. They're saying it's going to max out at almost 32,000, where its minimum price is going to be just under 27,000. So then I keep going. They're like 2050. So that's
Jeez.
26 years from now. They're saying one Ethereum is going to be worth over $250,000. That blew my mind. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's why I got on the Ethereum kick. So, I might start dollar cost averaging into it. So I'm just going on a rant here, Cody, if you don't mind.
I love it. I'm fine. I think it's great. I mean,
You
what does
know,
that put Ethereum for multi-X in 2050? That's like,
2050? Let me go
yeah,
back to that. Uh, that's going to be like that would be 100x. At 2,500, a 10x would be 25,000. So 100x would be 250,000. So that's
crazy.
100x over the next 26 years, according to this. Even um, even in 2029, they said by 2029, that's a 10x.
Yeah, that's
So by
crazy.
2032, it's going to be 100,000. So who knows with Ethereum what it's going to do, but it's crazy. So I'm thinking of adding to my position, personal. I'm sharing my personal views and what I'm doing. Right? So look at this chart. So this is the weekly chart. Actually, I'm going to start with the monthly chart. So here's the monthly chart, right? Here was the all-time high in Ethereum 2021, big drop, sideways. And then we have this almost looks like a bull flag right here, this form. Here's the pole and here's the flag coming down, playing with the 20-day moving average. This is on the monthly candle wicks, mind you. So we'll see what happens as long as this either the 20 or the 50-day moving average for the monthly wicks hold. To me, this is just getting ready to go ahead and, break out of its flag to the upside. So we'll see what happens with that. This is the monthly. So everything looks kind of different right now. So then I was like, all right, let me look at the weekly. Right. So here's the weekly chart. And again, so the weekly chart to me looks like more of a bear flag here, folks. Hate to say it, but that's what it looks like. Here's the flagpole, and here's my flag, right? Upside down flagpole, and flag is the bear flag.
Yeah.
And right now it's bouncing off the 20 and 50-day moving average. Those are acting as resistance. And it's kind of come close a couple times at the 200-day moving average, which is acting as support. But we have this area right in here that it's been riding. It really hasn't broken down below that. It's that like 2,300. So we'll have to wait and see what happens on the weekly if this breaks out to the upside, which I think it might invalidate this bearish um, chart formation. That's what I'm hoping for. But we still have a couple of lines of support here. We have one at like 2,300, and then we have the 200-day moving average. So I, it definitely looks bearish there. And then I was like, well, let me look at the daily. And the daily is kind of just going, doesn't look that good. So anyway, but it's going sideways. But it seems like it's starting to get tight. So what we needed to do is get it back above the 20 and 50-day moving average, and then, hopefully break above the 200-day moving average. And as that happens, we'll see the 20 and 50 shoot right across the 200-day and go forward, go in a positive up direction. So that's, in here we have the volume point and control down here, which is right at 2,300 roughly for support as well. But you could see here, there's a string of uh, higher lows starting, like these two were double bottom, and then it made a higher low. And if this holds here, this will be another higher low. But we've had lower highs. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. That's looking at the daily chart. And then the last chart I sometimes look at, if I'm looking for a quick entry point, I'll go to the 2-hour chart. But so the 2-hour chart looks a little more kind of bullish, but again, this is looking more like a bear flag setup. But if it can break above this 20 and use that as support and keep going up, then hey, eventually it's going to go in the right direction. But
Yeah,
anyway,
right.
so every time frame's looking a little different. So I think there's a lot of indecision right now. Of course, Ethereum is always going to, wait and see what Bitcoin does. So, and Bitcoin, actually, if you want, I can just look at Bitcoin and then I'm gonna catch my breath.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, and it would be nice to look at Bitcoin in correlation to Ethereum.
I will yep, but I'm
Like
gonna
see what
just,
the actual dominance charts are for the Bitcoin against Ethereum.
yep, I'm gonna just look at the Bitcoin chart first, and then I'll look at the comparison. So
It
let
is
me
really, it is actually a really good comparison to talk about Ethereum,
the bit
almost like
versus Ethereum chart, right?
no, I was gonna say actually like in correlation to Amazon.
Right?
That's a brilliant way to explain Ethereum,
Amazon was selling books,
metaphorically, but
right?
kind of literally too to some degree in its own way.
So here's the Bitcoin daily chart, right? Which this looks pretty good. Oh my, uh-oh, I did it now. Anyway, here's the Bitcoin daily chart, which I don't know what I've done, but I enlarged the whole screen.
You
So
zoomed in
anyway,
real hard.
right, and I can't zoom out now.
That's all right.
So anyway, looks like a bear bull flag setting up. It came back down. We knew it was going to test this area, which is around 68,000. No one can see. You know what? I'm gonna we'll come back to Bitcoin. Um, and do you have any articles you want to talk about? I'm just gonna reload my trade view. Sometimes I don't know, I get a touchpad, so that kind of messes me up at times.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Well, let's take a look at Ethereum anyways. I want to just look at it from the coin market cap's perspective.
Oh, definitely.
So I remember when you and I were involved in Ethereum, uh,
It was under
geez,
$100.
like when we first did it,
Right.
and that was, yeah, I think it was actually $100. So the multi-X that it's already created is
I have
un
like a 80 something dollars in my head that I remember.
but I just want to remind people that at Ethereum's current price right now, contrary to Bitcoin, um, you still have a 1x opportunity from its all-time high at the moment.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
it's
That's why I
like,
think it's like the sleeping giant. It's been
yeah.
lagging. It
Well,
hasn't made its new
if you
all-time
look
high
at it
yet.
from if you look at it compared to Bitcoin, that would literally be like Bitcoin right now being worth 30,000, you know? And it's just like, man, wouldn't it be great to invest in Bitcoin at 30,000? Okay, well, you got an opportunity to invest in Ethereum with it used to be, yeah, 4,800. So
Right.
that's something really, really crazy to think about. And I actually do think that it's going to not only surpass its all-time high, um, in this next bull cycle, but I think it actually probably might even double from there. So, you're looking at anywhere between a 2 to 4x in the
Yeah.
next bull cycle, which
Let's
for
go,
for
baby.
for it being the most conservative, I think Ethereum is, aside from Bitcoin, the most conservative thing that you could actually invest in, and you're still doing a 2 to 4x, which
Oh,
is amazing.
definitely. So I got
So
the chart
that's one way
back.
to look at it. The other thing too is that the where is it? Well, no, anyways, yeah, that's I it was another page I'd have to look at, but yeah, so anyways, the use case of Ethereum, I think again, I'll say it again. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant comparing it to Amazon because that's exactly what it is. Its use case is pretty much what Amazon is,
Right. It
providing,
started at basic contracts.
yeah, and
Right.
they're only developing it to be faster, better, more efficient. And there's other coins out there that are competitive with it, but it doesn't change the fact that Ethereum will still remain having the highest market cap of all time. I
So
mean,
we,
it's
right,
what is the
exactly.
market cap on this thing anyways?
Right now it's right around 300 billion.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
going to pull
crazy.
the Bitcoin chart up. I reload and everything's back to
Yeah.
normal. But then let me share. All right. So
Number
here's the
two.
Bitcoin chart, right? So here we go. It's come down. It was like $175 from its all-time high. It couldn't have just done it. It had to leave us on the cliff.
Yeah.
Right. So now it's going to come back down, and a big level of what was resistance now is support. It's coming down to test is that 68,000 range, this range right in here, which is right around the 20-day moving average. So it's testing that. Could we see like a wick down to like 65,000, 66,000, a quick wick? I think we could just to touch that 50-day moving average, but maybe not. So to me, this is like a bull flag. It's getting ready to freaking shoot up again and get to 100,000 by the end of the year. That's what I'm thinking with Bitcoin. But so we'll go to the Bitcoin versus Ethereum, excuse me.
A thief.
A thief, right? No one
Ethereum,
heard that, right?
a thief.
A thief.
A Bitcoin is going to take back the dominance
So this
from,
is
I mean,
Bitcoin
Ethereum's going
versus
to take the,
Ethereum, right?
yes.
It doesn't look good for Ethereum right now,
No, nothing looks good for Ethereum if you're comparing it to Bitcoin, but it's interesting
right?
to look at.
But look at this. Look at how Bitcoin has just been riding the 20-day moving average, and it's going up. And what I
It,
think
a
it's
thief.
because a thief. That's what happens when it's you do this on Monday morning. But we're gonna look at the Bitcoin dominance. Here we are. It's hit. Remember, I said way back when I thought it was gonna hit like 62%, 63%.
I do remember that.
I think that's what's gonna happen
Yeah, I
because
think
it's
that you're
at
right about
60
that.
now, right? So, but I should have paid more attention to that
We'll take a
too.
guess what the dominance is right now.
50, 55%.
No,
What?
it's
Oh,
60.
60. Oh, Bitcoin
60.
down. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking fair index. Yeah, it's 60. I can
60
see
and a
it
half percent.
right
So you're
now.
not that far off from that prediction right now.
So I still think it's
But the
going to
fear
go
and greed
up.
index actually went down.
Oh, did it? I
Isn't
still
that
think we're
interesting?
going to see the 62. See, I always thought this level right in here, uh, that level right in there, there's a lot of volume there and stuff. I thought that's where Bitcoin dominance was going to get up to. So between like 60, 62.5%. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. So we'll see what happens. But it's
Wait, did you just look at a chart that was Bitcoin to against Ethereum?
yeah, you want it back?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Here it is.
Yeah, that's the one. There we go. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right. So Bitcoin is just a powerhouse right now.
See, now that's really interesting because if Ethereum went to its all-time high and Bitcoin's chart looked like that against Ethereum, we're talking about a serious, serious growth of Bitcoin.
And serious, serious growth of the total market cap of crypto.
Yeah,
So anyway, so that's what I have for charts, right?
very, very interesting.
Right. So Ethereum, the sleeping giant. So this is another thing. People are talking about like Solana, is a layer one, like Tron, and there's a bunch of other layer ones out there. But so big Ethereum has, to me, they have DeFi and the DEXs, all of that pretty much locked up. Whereas Solana is huge into gaming, and in gaming, point purchase to purchase, player to player, pay and play, all of that stuff. They need to be able to do thousands and thousands of transactions every second. Ethereum can't do that, but Solana can. And that's why I think Solana's growth is so big, and it's still going to grow because it's got the gaming industry. So many games and stuff are building on the Solana platform because of that fast transaction speed, and its cost, its fees are very low, extremely low. So that's why I mean, Solana, could it overtake Ethereum? I think they can be neck and neck. And this is a case scenario where we need more than just one Ethereum. Right. So going into all the crypto markets or sectors, you're going to need more than one player per se. Maybe there's going to be another coin that's going to come out and kind of be the silver of store of value. Ethereum to me is not the store of value like Bitcoin. Who knows what'll come out? Maybe it's not even created yet, but That's why Solana and Ethereum, they could both be a trillion dollar market cap. But, Solana handling the gaming sector and Ethereum, the DeFi sector, real world assets. But then I see another article this morning. Guess what coin I saw the article on?
Tell me.
What do you think that we talk about here and there?
Tron.
Tron, you got it. They're thinking that this article was saying that Tron, excuse me, Tron could get into the top five for market cap
I
soon.
believe that. I
And that
believe
was
that. And
coming from
actually, as a matter
Justin
of fact, can
Sun.
I show you why I believe that?
Sure.
Let me show you why I believe that.
And so Tron is big into gambling.
Check this out.
Go ahead,
This is a
Bob.
chart, a basic chart of the multi-ecosystem of dApps. And in the center of these multi-ecosystem of dApps are the major players that
The
have
layer ones.
the layer one platforms like Ethereum and boom, Tron. You got 631 dApps that have been created, so decentralized
Oh, this is for
applications.
for
But
yeah,
what?
this
But
is
look
for
at
dApps.
Ethereum, 2,696 dApps. Now, obviously,
Right?
there's probably more than that since the posting of this, because this was posted December 2019.
Right. So you don't even see Solana
So it
there.
just like gives you an idea of
All
how
right.
seriously larger of a scale this actually is. But I want people to understand something about the particular importance of these platforms and why if you want to be a conservative investor, investing in things that are layer one is the most conservative way to go. If you want to get more into like figuring out what some of these, because a lot of these projects out here have their own coins or tokens or that are based off these layer ones. And they're much more risky to invest in. But
Oh yeah.
Tron, I want you to understand something about Tron that's really interesting since we're talking about it. Tron was built off the layer one Ethereum. It was technically based off of the Ethereum platform, and it was what do you call that?
Right. But it could do things faster and cheaper.
Right. It was a ERC-20 is what it was. An ERC-20 token. And
Right. But
then
then
Tron
and
migrated to its own coin
TRC.
to TRC. And so yes, I actually believe that Tron has a very serious likeliness of going into the top five. And
So
I
that
mean
would
it
put it like at a 40 or $50 billion market
it
cap.
would. And I think that it's very doable because and the reason why is because it's not being governed by an individual like Justin Sun anymore.
Right.
It is being governed by the super representatives. And and that's what the people want. They want to see a system that works without it being governed by an individual. So
Yep.
it's decentralized truly, and which makes sense because it focuses on decentralized applications. That's how it's supposed to be. So that's why I love Tron. To be honest, Brian, I don't even know why I don't hold it anymore. I should probably consider that.
Well,
But
it's
I
so
think
hard
between
to buy
Ethereum
it
and Tron,
now.
those two are amazing. They
It's
really
so
are.
hard to buy it now. It's like at 16.5 cents when we were buying it at 2/10 of a penny, 4/10 of a penny, 8/10 of a penny. And
Yeah.
now I just can't, I don't know. I just can't buy it at 16 cents. I already had fun with Tron.
Yeah, but we have to remember that it also is its all-time high. It's the same exact thing as Ethereum, where its all-time high is 30 cents. So you actually have a
A
1x
double.
opportunity with that as well.
Yep, you're
So
right.
it's the same exact thing as Ethereum. So if I had $1,000, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but if I had $1,000, I don't think it would be a terrible idea to invest in 500 in Ethereum, 500 in Tron. And the reason why is because they both are conservative purchases, but they both also share the same value of use case. And Ethereum deserves more respect because it's been around longer, but I think Tron deserves the respect that it needs because it's dude, it's you and I watched that whole thing like it literally and the same thing as Neo, by the way. Like actually, hold on, let me bring this back up because
All
I,
right.
I do I do want
I
to talk
get,
about that.
so I get a screen I'm going to show too.
Okay, look
After
at
you're
this.
done with this one, I want to show you all. So a
There's a
lot of
lot
people
more.
don't know what coins are layer one sometimes. And I found a screen that I'll go to
I know. I
afterwards.
think I'm gonna change our. I think I'm gonna change our what do you call it? Our thumbnail because I think this is a really important thing to talk about. Is outside of just Ethereum. is just talking about the decentralized layer one applications out there.
Right.
But yeah, Neo was another one that's been around for a super long time. And I think what Neo is trying to do, they were more, I feel like Neo was very narrow-minded in what they were trying to do, whereas Tron was like trying to do what Ethereum was doing, but Neo also has just as should deserve just as much as respect as all these other ones. Now, I think the team's development for Neo, things got kind of shaky, but um yeah, it's just interesting. Steam, EOS, remember EOS?
Yeah.
I mean, those
So
are not really killing it anymore,
here,
but
I'm gonna share my screen real quick. I'm gonna just take it from you. Oh, nope,
I gave it to you. How about that?
even better. So here's a list of layer ones. So there's Solana, AVAX, Ethereum, Cardano, CRO, Bitcoin,
Yeah, there you go. That's what we're talking about. This is
Tron,
the mod. Those
BNB,
are their up to
Cosmo.
dates.
These are all layer ones.
Yep.
Look at
Yep.
all these different layer ones, and a lot of them do different things,
You want to talk about use case for crypto projects? This is it. Like this right here is the ultimate use case, in my opinion,
right?
for, and why people are like, well, what is crypto and doing? What's it for? It's like, well, check out these layer ones. Those are the leading and probably continuing to, they are like the Facebooks and Twitters and Amazons of the crypto industry, you
Oh my
know?
God, right? Yeah. So, and there's some like Cardano.
Yeah.
There's this, I didn't even know like some of the, oh, this is Dot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew Dot was layer one.
BitDot,
Yeah.
Ethereum,
Tron, Atom.
Binance, Cosmos. Yeah. All those, they're all rocking that world.
Sweet. This is a newer layer one, which has had some big growth. Algo.
But here's another thing about
Huh.
Tron that I loved was Tron was also trying to not plagiarize the white paper of Bitcoin, but because that's like a bad way to look at it, but basically in some senses kind of, go off of the dream that Satoshi Nakamoto had with
Yeah.
Bitcoin. And that's admirable because that just showing respect to what Bitcoin is doing, but just on a
Yep.
whole nother level, you know?
So that's my take is Ethereum's definitely the sleeping giant, but a lot of them like layer ones like Solana, that the growth of Solana over the last, year, it's like freaking crazy. 2020 hindsight. I should have been buying it when it was down at $10.
Well, and we got to remember too, I mean, let's take a look at this. Like, we got to remember that there's still a crap ton of money that's not invested in actual crypto assets other than, like, say, Tether. Like,
Oh yeah.
Bitcoin's number one, Ethereum number two, Tether number three. I mean, the very fact that Tether has $120 billion that is just sitting there, earning its
Right.
10%, earning its 10%, or whatever it is that people are trying to do with their Tether.
Yeah, I know someone that has like a decent chunk of money sitting on Coinbase right now, happily getting their 5% return on
Yeah, whatever it
USDC.
is. Right, exactly. They're
So,
like, you know what? This is better than a CD.
oh
I'm just
yeah.
going to invest it in Tether.
And you can move it in and out
Right.
anytime. There's no grace period.
But I seriously think, and that's just Tether. I mean, we've talked about it before on this channel, but number six, USDC, same exact thing, 34 billion. So just between Tether and that, you're looking at over 150 billion dollars
Oh
that's
yeah.
just sitting there. And so those are conservative people that are investing there. Okay, so what coins do you think those conservatives are going to be investing in? The top 10. They care
Probably.
about the most conservative coins that are out there. And so they're going to look at, the
So
top 10. So
so
imagine,
here's the top 10. I got up right now.
yeah,
How does that chart look to you?
wait, let me see it. Hold on. I got to
All right.
stop sharing so I can see it.
Oh, I'm sharing.
No, I was sharing.
Oh, you took over.
I
I
took
didn't know it.
over.
I didn't know you were sharing.
I was.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Can you see it?
No, you got to share now.
You are sharing the screen.
No, I stopped sharing, Brian.
I'm sharing. It says I'm sharing.
I don't see anything.
All right. How about now?
Oh, now, wait, you know what? I do see it now. Oh, that's weird. Oh, Zoom has a weird new thing going on. Okay.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So how's that chart look?
Jeez and crow. Yeah, that looks like that's
Flagpole,
ready to
the
to ex
flag.
to explode.
So
Holy
this is
crap.
Solana
Yeah,
weekly
Solana, what in
chart.
the world, man?
And I remember it was down here, 10, $11. And I was like, or even this whole stretch, January, almost a whole year. Actually, it was pretty much from November of 2022 all the way to November of 2023, really. You had a whole year to buy Solana, pretty much under $20. And then it just went freaking skyrocketed. And now it's, to me, bull flag consolidating, and who knows where this next leg is going to go. Is it let's look see what the do they have a monthly chart? This is the monthly chart. That's getting ready to go. So who knows where it's going to go to, but here's the all-time high right here. At 257. This breaks out. This thing's going to be, it could be up $400 or $500. Who knows? But they say Solana hits $2,000 the same time Ethereum hits $10,000. They'll both be worth 1.2 trillion market cap. So
Well,
anyway, I
you
just
know, here's something interesting to think about. Kind of just going back to what, let's take Solana for example, okay, like what you were talking about. Um, like how much could Solana actually go up in the short term, It's like let's look at it from a numbers perspective with the existing conservative investors of um stable coins. All right, so you have wait, are you still there? I can't hear you for some reason. You
I
sound like
hit
you're
I hit mute somehow.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
So let's look at it from this perspective for a second, Brian. So we got $150 billion in conservative coins right now. All right.
yeah,
I'm sorry, in a stable coins, 150
yeah,
billion in stable coins. Let's just assume that 150 billion divide, and let's just say that they invest in the top 10. So divided by the top 10, that's going to give you 15, right?
yeah,
So you got 15. I don't know why it says negative 15, but anyways, you got 15. All right. Now, Solana is a $77 billion coin right now, right?
yeah,
So let's just say, because Solana's in the top 10, they invest 15 billion into Solana. All right, so what's 77 divided by 15? Am I wrong in saying that that would be a 5x opportunity for Solana if they invested an additional 15 billion into that coin? Or am I doing my math wrong on that?
I don't know how they do that because 15 billion to me would be
77 billion, and you're adding an additional 15 billion.
billion. So that would, to me, would make it a $92 billion market cap.
Right. Wouldn't that be a 5x? Or am I
No,
doing my math wrong on that? Because
no, if it's
that's a
to me,
significant
a
amount of
10x,
billion.
can you remove the calculator from the screen?
Yeah, yeah.
So the 10x to me would be, that would put Solana at 770 billion, a 10x, right? If
Yeah.
it 10x's, it's 770 billion. So now if it grows, it's like if 15 billion go into Solana, that would be to me like a 20% jump.
So that's a 20%. So you're only getting a 20% jump, but
But I don't know how they
I feel like it's got
calculate
to
the
be more than that
inflows.
though.
It might be, but I'm not sure. But yeah,
It's just an interesting way to look at it. I mean, I'm not 100% sure how that works. I just think that it's like that's how much money conservatively that could be actually tossed into these different projects across the board, you know? Once we actually
yeah.
get into I'm not saying that these stable coins are going to be drained dry
No,
and
no.
go to zero, but I do think that there's billions of dollars that is still going to flood into the market here in the next few months.
Oh yeah, billions of dollars that's not even in the market, not even in stable coins yet.
Oh yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
we're a $2.2 trillion market cap right now. And actually, that's an interesting chart to look at. Is the total market caps um do you have a total market cap chart?
yeah.
How long has it been since we've looked at that one?
I don't know. But yeah, we'll go through this and then I'm gonna have to finish it up here soon.
Yeah, that's
All right.
fine. I only got like 6 minutes left anyways.
All right.
Gotta get the girls ready for school.
Yes. Yes, you do. All right. Total market cap. There you go. This is the total market cap on the daily chart. Let's look at the week. Here's the total market cap on the weekly.
Oh wow,
So,
dude. Look at that. Look at that. That right there looks like it's ready. That's interesting.
like it's breaking out.
Dude, I like that. That's a good chart.
Right. I mean, to me, that just broke out.
Yeah, dude. Holy crap. I don't know how we're not seeing that.
This is on because it's the weekly. This is the weekly
Wow.
chart, long
Wow.
term.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's weekly chart might be right on schedule for a
So,
Christmas spectacular.
and here's, let me,
Yeah, get your lines straight, will ya?
actually, we'll just use this one here. I
Yeah,
mean,
just
I
use
could
that.
incorporate.
Why not? I don't know. That looks pretty sweet if you ask me. Jumping above the line of control. I mean, that's really, but it bounced back down to it. So it is fighting with the volume line of control right now. Like seriously.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that, or, it's somewhere in there. So, yeah, it looks like this is the daily chart. So it's coming back down the retest, but who knows? This could be
That is a fighting point, dude. That is like such a
more,
fighting point.
who knows? It's all, see, this is where technical analysis is all by your interpretation and where you want to put your lines,
Yeah.
but they all have the same concept, same thing. But, to me, that weekly chart looked really nice. So,
So what are we battling with right now? The 50 day?
um, let me go back to the daily. On the daily, yeah, the 25 and 50.
Yeah.
On the weekly,
We're just bouncing off the volume point of control and we're battling with the 20 and the 50 day right now.
we're not even near its 50-day, really.
With a fear
So,
and greed index of 52.
yeah, people aren't sure what to do with the market.
No, we are 50-50. It's like the election,
Yeah.
go figure.
All right. So that's the total. That's the total. This is the total two, removing oops, Bitcoin, similar,
Yeah.
right? And then this is, mind you, all on the weekly, so longer term.
Yeah.
This could, take a few months to play out, whatever. And this is the total three, getting rid of Bitcoin and Ethereum. They all look similar.
Yeah,
This
they
looks
do.
kind of, this looked a little better to me. I don't know. But who knows? We'll see. See what happens. There's it's fighting the 20-day right now. You get the 50-day down here. So anyway, it's going to be an interesting last 2 months of the year. That's for sure. We'll see what happens. Bitcoin came so close to its all-time high in October. I definitely think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
New all-time high before the end of the year.
No, I
Probably
think you're right.
close to, if not over 100,000.
Well, and we keep on saying it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But let's
I
remember,
know.
it's been happening. It's actually been happening. You and
Right?
I were talking about, I was looking at a quick, I was looking at one of our videos from a year ago, Brian.
Really?
The price of Bitcoin then,
This is what, like 30?
yeah. I mean, it went all like below 30.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's happening. It's been a
Yes, it
year.
is.
That's what's happening. It's gradually happening. So you got to be patient and stop expecting it to do what happened in the last bull cycles
right? I'm
because
still waiting
it's
for my $207,000 Bitcoin.
we're calling this the silent bull the silent bull run is what's happening. So
Yeah.
it's the way that I see it.
All right. Well, let's end on that note. The silent bull run.
Yeah. Love it.
You heard it from Crypto Cody.
Yes, and you heard it from Bitcoin Bryant,
Yes,
who heard it from Crypto Cody, who heard
that's
it
right.
from who
Who are
me.
all part of Bitcoin fam.
Which, by the way, at some point, you know what I really want to do is I want to actually do like a monthly bunch of other guys that are a part of Bitcoin fam. Just let's just get on and do a big call and just talk. So if
Definitely.
you guys are interested in that at all, put it in the comments after this video is posted. Just be like, hey, I'd like to be a part of Bitcoin fam. We want to have you guys on so we can just continue to have a conversation about what's happening in the crypto world. So love
Yep.
to have you guys on.
All
But
right, man. Well,
okay,
everybody have a great week. First full week of November.
yep.
It's here
Hey, and if you guys are Americans, go out and vote, please.
tomorrow.
Go vote. Go to
I'm
the
voting.
polls and vote. Do your service and vote.
And
Okay? That's my final word.
I have one last thing. If
Yes.
everybody out there could like, subscribe, leave a comment,
Holy crap. Yeah.
that would really help us out.
That'd mean the world to us. If you guys would
It
like this
would.
video, like, subscribe, comment. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
that good stuff.
Man, why haven't we asked for people to do that?
I don't know.
My goodness. Yeah.
All
Join the
right.
fam. All right.
Yes, definitely. All right.